So, some of you may, and some of you may not, be wondering where I've been for the last 2 weeks. It's been a minute. For those of you that don't care, I understand. For any of you that are angry with me or disappointed in me, I understand. I will get to that in a little bit. For the first week of the 2 weeks that I've been gone, Chino knows that I've been working on a project, and I'm freaking stoked for this project. It's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see it premiere. For the second week, I have been reevaluating myself. I have been folding into myself. I have been sad, disappointed, upset, to say the least. I acted in a really nasty way in one of my most recent videos, okay? I did a 1-star review of a nail salon that I knew was dangerous to go to, okay? So what happens when Boots is in a dangerous situation? She gets stressed. And what happens when she gets stressed? She gets a little bit, like, not pleasant, okay? So if you've seen this video, I'm sorry. I'm really, actually, really sorry if I offended you or offended anyone that you care about or love. You know, I'm sorry if I offended you and I acted like an asshole after you called me out on it. So I did this review, okay? And this was a review of a place that had really bad reviews on Yelp. Customers were walking away with infections on their skin. They were saying that they were getting cut and they were bleeding at this place. And I had been seeing how these videos had been trending, and I was like, oh, I want to do it too. Like, why not? So I went to this nail spot with Chino. And on the way there, I was stressing that I was nervous because you can contract a disease, and I even mentioned that you could get HIV at a nail salon. Now, this is true. Some of you were pissed off at me for talking about HIV in ways that you guys think that I was just not educated about. Now, let me spit some facts at y'all. HIV can be contracted through 4 bodily fluids: semen, vaginal discharge, breast milk, and blood. At nail salons, what happens sometimes? You get cut and sometimes you bleed. This is what makes nail salons dangerous. In 2014, I think it was either 2012 or 2014, I will link down this case in the description of this video so y'all can fact check me, that there has been a girl who contracted HIV because she used dirty nail tools. Some people like to say that it's impossible to contract HIV from a nail salon because HIV has a hard time staying alive when it's out of the body. How long does it last when it's outside of the body? I'm unsure, but this is why some people say that it's impossible to contract HIV from a nail salon. But the simple fact is that a girl contracted HIV from using dirty nail tools. Where can you find dirty nail tools? At a bad nail salon. Where did Boots go? A bad nail salon that is known for causing infections on their clients and cutting their clients and drawing blood. Whose fault was it to walk into a nail salon like that? It was my fault. I know. I was asking for it. I really was. I got my blood work done. Got everything checked out. I'm good. I'm just trying to tell you guys that it is possible to contract diseases that include HIV from a nail salon. Is it more theoretical than factual? Possibly. But it has happened where a girl contracted HIV from dirty nail tools. So, is it possible for that to happen at an actual nail salon? It is. Is it likely? No. The chances are slim, but it can happen. And for someone who has as much bad luck as I do, and if you know me personally, you know that anything that can go wrong will. So that's that. Is it disrespectful to talk about these kinds of subjects? Are they touchy? Yes, they're touchy. Is it disrespectful? No. Because I'm trying to inform you guys of the things that can happen. Because I want you to be aware. I would never talk about HIV or any kind of disease of that kind in a disrespectful manner. That's not how I want it to come off. I don't mean it that way. I really do mean it in a way of, like, I want y'all to know, I want y'all to be alert, and to be careful. Now it's time for me to be careful and not be a follower and not do these kinds of videos where you put yourself at risk. That was dumb of me, and I know, I get that now. And me knowing what I was walking into, I know I was complaining a lot. But you know what? You live and you learn, and that is the only way that you will learn. Moving on. Y'all really saw a nasty side of me come out in that car ride back from the nail salon with Chino. Chino, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry that I snapped at you, even though I should have been apologizing to you. I snapped. So, for those of y'all that have seen the video, when I mimicked that lady's accent, I was already angry. Because I was mimicking her out of anger, that was racist. And I get that now after really thinking about it. Because in that moment, when I mimicked her and Chino said, that's racist, you see me pause. And when I pause, I'm looking at Chino and I'm thinking about all of the times he's mimicked a Mexican accent. And all the times I thought it was freaking hilarious. But then again, that's just me, right? That's only me that thinks that's funny. Someone else could find that offensive. But I thought it was hilarious. So me thinking it's funny, I thought that I could mimic an Asian accent and he would be fine with it, but he wasn't. And I didn't even think about that because I was just so heated about going to this nail salon and, like, the lady had cut me and she drew blood and I was worried and I was hot-headed and my head was, like, clouded. And this is in no way an excuse for the way that I acted or for the way I mimicked that sweet lady's accent or for how I popped off on Chino. This is not an excuse. I'm just saying this to give you guys insight as to what the heck was going on in my head, why I was being such a jerk. It does not excuse it, but it explains it a little bit just so y'all can, like, kind of be like, oh, okay. But, so yeah, all those times of him mimicking my people's accent came into my head, and I was like, how are you gonna call me out on being racist when you do this, like, every single day? But I didn't say that because I didn't even want to argue about it. So all I said when he said, Boots, you're being racist, I was like, you want to make this about you? And he was like, I'm just saying that's racist. And I was like, are you done? When I watched that video again, because I only rewatched it when y'all really started putting me in the hot seat and y'all were really like, Boots, what is wrong with you? What kind of person are you? That's when I rewatched it and I saw that part and I was like, what kind of person am I? Like, oh my God. The truth is, when you have a relationship with someone and you're close to them, no matter how much you love them and care about them, they will see all of you. And that includes the good parts, the best parts, and the nasty and the bad parts. That day, Chino got some of my bad. And you guys saw my nasty parts too. The rude, the mean, the ugly. My ugly came out. And this is me apologizing for that because I don't want y'all to forever have me painted as this girl who is ignorant and just mean and a bad person, because I swear I am not. But that is for you to decide and for me to deal with. I'm dealing with the repercussions of this video that I so ignorantly posted and edited. I don't know how I edited that, but you know what? I'm a firm believer in the idea that everything happens for a reason. If I acted this way and I vlogged it and I edited it and I posted it and I didn't notice anything that was wrong with it, it's because that was meant to happen. Y'all were meant to like go ham on me and send me all these mean, hateful messages so that I can wake up and realize that what I did was wrong. In life, you will get taught so many lessons, and they will not be nice. Maybe some of them will be like, but no. A lot of life lessons are hard, and they make you, like, sit back and put yourself in the shoes of other people so you could gain a new perspective. And that is what is going on this week. I have been just nitpicking everything that happened because I feel so bad about the way that I acted, and it was wrong. But in every mistake, there is a lesson to be learned, and if anything, y'all are really teaching me a new lesson. And that is that I will never mimic another race's accent. Other than British people, you can do British people because British people have never been a people that have been discriminated in the past. However, you cannot really mimic Latino accents, Asian accents, or black people's accents because that is looked down upon. It is frowned upon because these are groups of people that have been discriminated and belittled, and Americans have always told Latinos to go back to their country and take all of their people with them. That is what makes it wrong to mimic a Latino or Asian or black person accent. Whereas British people do not suffer from that kind of discrimination. So it's okay to mimic their accents because they're not looked at in a negative light, nor have they ever been, I think. I could be wrong. But lesson learned. I'm really, really sorry. I did not want to offend anyone. I don't know how I didn't catch myself in that video being a jerk. But for those of you who cannot forgive me, I understand. But for those of you that do find it in your heart to forgive me, thank you. And I love you guys. Thank you for teaching me this lesson. To everyone who's angry at me, I thank you for teaching me this lesson. Because it's ingrained in my brain now that it is not okay. Doesn't matter if your friend mimics your accent and you mimic theirs and they get angry. Like, they have every right to be mad, because just because you think it's funny to have your accent mimicked, that doesn't mean that they're going to be okay with you mimicking their accent. But is that hypocrisy? I don't know. I just know that I will stay within the boundaries of my people. And I'm sorry, guys, again. And I guess I'll see you guys soon.